Welcome to Deeper Conversations with Wilma. Welcome to Deeper Conversations with Wilma, beyond what you know. And with us tonight is the CEO behind Waco Records. He is a producer, songwriter, and the brain behind Dhengdu, the most trending songs currently. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good to have you. Tell us about Mr. Slatine Pro.
Slatine Pro is just a simple guy, chill guy. Yeah, that's all I can say.
You carry a lot of titles. You are a CEO to Waco Records, a songwriter, producer. How did you manage to hold on to all these responsibilities?
I know it's actually a lot of work to do and to have all those titles. The only thing that is done to actually own these titles is how you manage your time as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all these titles, I have them, but it's not just because of me alone. It's because of the team I have and how we schedule our times for all these activities to happen. Yeah.
You are known as one of these very talented, not only a producer, but also a songwriter and an artist. How did you discover your talent? Where did your musical journey start from?
It's actually a very long story, but at the end of the day, we have to say it out anyway. It was in a camp, in a refugee camp. I'm
Where?
one of the refugees that has ever been there in the camp. And
Where? Uganda?
that is in Uganda.
Kenya? Uganda?
Uganda, yeah.
Which year was that?
2017, 2016. There.
This is when you discovered your music talent?
Yeah. In 2018 was when I discovered. Yeah.
Your first song is named?
I cannot really remember my first song.
How? This is where your journey started from.
The only thing I know is that I was chased out of the studio because I was very nervous.
Yeah.
The producer was like, "You're not prepared enough, so get out, come back after some few minutes."
He was rude.
It wasn't easy, yeah.
It's a delight having you, and thank you for taking time to join the Deeper Conversations, where we get to the roots of the stories that maybe you who's going to watch this is having questions about. Let's start with the song Dhengdu. It's one of the successful songs. It's still trending up to this very day today. And it's crazy how it captured the hearts of many, even those that do not speak the Dinka local language. How do you feel about this?
To be honest, I feel so good. It actually motivates me a lot to keep doing more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of Dhengdu?
Dhengdu is beauty. Yeah, just like simply saying your beauty.
Your beauty?
Yeah.
What is the inspiration behind that song?
You know.
Okay, I have the answer though.
You already know. So when I just look at you like this, I say, the answer is already there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to us that do not, I kind of in a way do speak, not speak, I can really, you cannot talk about me in a Dinka language, I can capture some words. So for those that been in love with that song and you never knew the definition of Dhengdu, as he said, the song, the meaning of the song is beauty, and it's amazing how the South Sudan's music is growing, especially when we commit to engaging in our local languages, which is outstanding.
Sure.
And one of the reasons, or one of the success or power behind the song also is having one of these very talented and recognized artists, Anyarion Matiang. Two of you in that song brought so much power, unity, and love. How did he get to become part of that song?
Anyarion is my brother. I consider him as a big brother to me. The first time when we worked with him was when I did for him his project. That was a password. When he became known, we became family. So all his projects, I'm the one that works on them. So there was a time he got me working on this project. He loved it. You know, as artists, sometimes when a fellow artist is playing his tune and you love it, you'll have to request. You get. And Nyaro is a good person with his lyrics. It was really so easy for him to actually join the project. Yeah. So simply, the project itself was already a created project, and the vision behind the project was just creating out a new type of music for South Sudan, especially the beats. Yeah.
How do you call the beats?
It's called Lor Warap.
Lor Warap.
Lor Warap. It's traditionally called Lor Warap.
What does that mean?
It's a home beat.
Home beat.
Yeah, traditional.
It's always important for us to also stay updated and educated about what goes on with the music industry, and that there is so much love that people have for you and also towards him as Anyariol Matiang. And in every song that you people work together, there's always so much connection and unity, which makes us South Sudanese. In a recent incident, let me say in these 2 weeks, a lot been going on relating to the remix that came out from you and John Frog. Let's start with how the remix came out between you and John Frog.
Okay, you know, music itself is a very, very big, has a very big definition.
Right.
And sometimes for it to travel and reach a lot of audiences, there are strategies that you have to lay down. As the person that has the song, you guys have to sit down as a team with the people that you have and strategize everything. You get. When I made a project with Anyariol,
yeah,
it gave us a big audience. But through the remix, it again gave us more audience compared to how it was performing. The reason is just because some strategies that are laid down help in the pushing of the song. So that's how actually we had the idea, was like, let's bring in the remix to make sure the song pushes more harder.
Congratulations on the remix, and it's definitely outstanding, like both versions, the original and the remix, because it carries different languages. And with the remix, I think it will also reach more audience, especially those that speak Arabic. So that's it. So our concern is here. Where the incident started from is us waking up to a concern from Anyariol Matiang on social media about not being part of the remix, which was, I think, important for him to know why. How did that come to happen?
In actual sense, most of the remixes that are done do not require a featuring artist in. Because what is added by the featuring artist is more likely to be the same thing that is to be added into the project, you get, when you are doing the remix. So the best way is sometimes you ask the person that owns the song, you bring in someone that will add in a different flavor into the song to make sure that it goes a different direction, you get. Yeah.
In a statement from Waco Records, you or the team did mention that there was steps of wanting to include him in the remix, but it did not happen. What happened?
Yeah, you know, the remix did include him in the first place. We were all there, 3 of us. But Anyar didn't turn up actually for the video shoot. I guess he was busy somewhere, and we tried our best possibilities to give them a call to come and sit down and see how we can fix it. But I guess they were too busy. So that's why we had to continue with the project.
So he was approached actually?
Yeah, he was approached.
And he didn't turn up?
He was informed. The management was called, but we just don't know why they didn't turn up for all this, but the information had reached them. Yeah.
How did you feel when he did give out an ultimatum of 48 hours to you and John Frog to explain why he was excluded from the remix of Dhengdu?
To be honest, it caught me off guard. I didn't actually expect something like that to happen. You know, sometimes when you give someone hours to explain or to do something, it feels like a threat. You know, it wasn't actually very good. If there were some things that he didn't like or he didn't understand, those are all private talks. Because what we call internet is a different family, you get. It has its own strategies of ways that it can be handled. But when you as a person, you feel like something is not right somewhere, you sit down and see how it can be done privately. So that time when we were given 48 hours, I had a lot of mixed reactions, but I had to take it a positive way and try to see how things can be calmed in a good way. Because at the end of the day, we can't all react or all enter in the internet and say, no, like that, no. Some things are handled professionally, and you have to sit down and watch how things can end up.
One very important point of why we're having this discussion is for also education reasons, you understand?
Yeah.
Looking at collaboration ethics, as the owner of the song, someone you asked to be part, or somebody decided, or one of the artists decided to join and be part of the project, do they have any right to complain about any artist you bring into future in the same song? Are they supposed to be involved in any future remixes of the song?
I guess this is a very, very good information, and it's a very good question. The reason why I'm saying this is a very good question is that, you know, all the music policies are supposed to be understood by the artist and the whole of their team. You know, the reason why you're called the owner of something, it means that you have full responsibility over that thing. When you bring someone in to feature into your song, it possibly means that you are the one giving him the powers.
Right.
Yes. It is not him that is going to give you the powers at the end of the day. When I own the song, I do anything I want with the song. I can bring someone today, I also replace him tomorrow. I go to another country, I get another artist, I put him in, you get. So whatever thing I do with the song doesn't totally concern anyone that is featured on the song. Yeah. So this thing is actually very critical, and our artists have to understand that this thing is very important, and they have to take a big note on that. Yeah. So the only rights an artist has is the performance rights.
The performance
Yes. Of which sometimes is not 100% given. The other thing is about the performance rights that I said a featuring artist has. You know, when you pay the featuring artist, when you're the one that is requesting for the artist to be on your project, that means you have to pay him. You get?
Okay.
Yes. So when you pay the featured artist, and then in future things don't go on well with him and you, then you have the right to shut him down in all the performances that is happening. You get? So when you pay the artist, you have the rights to also shut down his performances on that particular song. You get?
It's because you paid for it.
Yeah, you paid for it. But since he's the one that requested, you know, there's that fairness that you have to leave him to perform the song.
Okay.
Yeah, that is very understandable. Yes.
And that's the reason to why we unlock stories that I and you, the viewer, did not have enough information about. This is very educative. I myself did not have information concerning that.
Yeah.
And a very important point, and it's what is really causing so much tension right now. Who invited who to the project? Did you officially invite him or he invited himself? It's still going on, and there's so much tension between the fans about who invited who, and I did not get invited. You called me out.
You know, to be honest with words, you know, sometimes it's really good to understand yourself and why you love to enter into a project. Anyariol requested to be on the project. So when he requested to be on the project, we as the team, we had to sit down and see what benefits will Anyal bring to the song and how is it going to benefit him. Yeah? So that's why we said, okay, if Anyar has requested to join us in the project, then it's fine. We can give him a go ahead and we see how we can do the project with him. So basically, he actually requested.
He requested.
Yeah, to be on the project. Yes. So we had to accept it.
And then another question about the remix. Did you invite John Frog, or did he decide to maybe come in for a remix in Dhengdu song?
John Frog decided to come in. After listening to the song and realizing that the song has more places that it has gone to, he decided to give a helping hand to push the song.
Right.
You get, yeah. So when you see, when John Frog came in, there was a lot of tension in the whole of the internet. And mind you, this tension made a lot of progress to the song itself, the whole song.
Right.
There were some people who were like, okay, why did you guys have to add John? Why did you guys have to remove Anyar? So all these tensions, there were some people that didn't actually listen to the song. But because of this, there was a lot of tension. And
I think the reason we're having this conversation is because of the whys. You have understood the reason to why he had the remix with John Frog, simply because it was a different language, Arabic.
Very good.
Which will definitely reach a bigger audience of people who do not speak the Dinka language. His part, the original song, the original Dhengdu song was featuring Anyariol Matiang, and it was outstanding. I myself, I was so in love with it, even when I don't understand what was said in the song, which means that in a way or another, they are growing together. Having a remix doesn't mean that the other person is not enough to be in it.
Exactly.
You understand?
It's happening everywhere.
It's happening everywhere, and I think we just need more education on how to really...
The only thing I can tell the fans out there and to the music lovers, music has a lot of sectors.
Right.
You see this one song here, I can remix it with whoever person I want in the world. And the reason why you're doing a remix is seeing a different perspective of the song. Today I did it with John, and the reason why I did it with John is because of the audience that John has and the different language that John was going to air out in the song, and that is the Arabic part that he has put in. You get? So you guys don't have to mix these things. When we do a featuring with another artist, and I tend to bring in another artist, it doesn't mean that I've removed or deleted the first artist. It doesn't work that way. And this is how you guys are putting it in. If you don't believe it, go to the YouTube and you realize that all these things are there, and all of them are carrying their own views, their own comments. Everything is just different the way it is. But again, they are all under one song.
Right.
Yes.
Looking at the whole situation, it's clear that it's miscommunication and maybe lack of information from the audience and the supporters of music to understand how it goes the ethics and rules and regulations of music, since we are not artists by profession.
Sure.
What have you learned from the whole situation? How is it going to affect your future collaborations?
You know, one thing that I've learned during these 2 weeks, number one, you know, the music works in its own different way. It is not what we expect that it works, no. When you bring down your song, there are so many strategies that you have to lay down to make sure the song moves, of which people don't understand them sometimes. Yeah. But the best way for them to understand is for them to see us doing it. Yeah. So I believe it is very, very new to our industry to have seen almost 3 people performing this only one song in different places, you see. And this is just because of the strategy that we used. We immediately brought in the remix to make sure that the song moves again more faster.
Right.
You get. So these strategies, I came to realize that our fans really don't understand it so much, but with the time, they will get to understand that when you as the person, when you own the song, you have the right to bring in the people that you can bring in, and also the strategies that you lay down to push the song. You get. So this is one of the things I've actually learned in this period of time. The other thing that I've learned so much is documentation of work. The reason why I'm saying documentation of work, you have to put everything into paper. Gone are those days that we speak verbally and we agree with things. It's not really going to work that way anymore, especially now with me and the team. Everything is already documented now. Yeah. After the incident, we came to realize that as a musician, as a music producer, anyone in the industry, you have to make sure that everything of yours is documented, you are registered, and work goes on well. You get.
For future reasons.
For future use also. So with all this that has happened, when you ask me what have I learned from all this, it really makes a lot of sense because, you know, people learn from mistakes. People learn from so many occurrences that have happened to you. You get. So actually this has taught me that working when you have documents is very important. You get. So I will have to tell my people that whoever person that is watching me and has been seeing this ongoing chaos in the media, all the writings, everything, as an artist, starting from today, you need to have your own documents that when time comes, you'll have to prove yourself. And then also when you work with an artist, if it is a collaboration, it has to be stated well. If it is a remix, it has to be stated well. If it is a featuring, it has to be stated well. So that at the end of the day, the person doesn't have to come out again and claim what is supposed to be yours. You get. So that is very wrong, and you guys all have to learn from whatever thing that has happened within this situation that has been ongoing. Yeah.
That's a great explanation that gives us feedback about the whole incident. The artists union did interfere to look at how they can bring together the minor misunderstanding that took place, and they succeeded in bringing you both together.
Exactly.
What happened? What was their role?
Artist union is just like a mother and a father to us as musicians. Whatever thing that happens between us musicians, it is an automatic will that they have to interfere in. And they have to come in and find a way out on how things happen and how they can be resolved. So they simply came in because we are all registered under the artists union, and we are also the artists ourselves. we are the artists in South Sudan. So when they saw a lot of things happening in media, they were very much concerned. So they felt like they have to sit us down and see how we can fix things. So that's actually how they came in. And I was happy with their resolution, because at the end of the day, we are all musicians from South Sudan. We are all doing the same thing, actually. So when we have misunderstandings amongst ourselves, we have to abide by whoever person that sits us down. We also give them the privilege, because at the end of the day, when you have issues with your brother, your mom solves the issues, right? At home, or your dad.
Right.
Yeah, even if it is not your dad, any relative that is around will come and say, so and so, you guys have been fighting and it is not good. You guys settle it this way. You get. So this is what exactly the Artists Union have done. They came in as people that really want us to unite and watch us do the same thing that we have been doing. Because in this music industry, you have to stay connected with people.
Right.
You don't need to lose people just because of mere misunderstanding. Yeah.
And definitely appreciation goes back to Artists Union for making sure that artists in South Sudan are united, because the common goal is to promote South Sudan.
Exactly.
And looking at the fan base and how much love was given out for the song Dhengdu, with you and Anyariol Matiang, there's so much love, and definitely we do love to see future collaborations and that. So after all that happened and the settlement of everything, do we expect more from two of you in the future?
Yeah. Music is a business. When it comes the way it was, it won't be perfect for me or him. But when we sit down and see things in the music and business aspect, it is obvious that within future, we can also tend to do something with him. Yeah, so it's not a big deal.
How important do you think it is for artists to always stay united?
A united music industry is the one that grows very fast.
Right.
It is also the one that gets a lot of hypes. People love it so much. When you see other countries right now, they work together. I have something that someone cannot get. I am a music producer today, and I also sing. So same time I write. So when you come to me, you can get either of these from me. Yeah? But now when we are apart, you can't get anything from me. You get. So when we are together, it simply means like holding hands together to fight something.
Right.
So it is really very important for us, the musicians in South Sudan, whoever person that is in the music industry, to unite and hold our hands together and fight so many differences.
Right.
Yeah.
As we are about to conclude this very important discussion, what do we expect from you? You're one of these young artists that always gives out good music, and the fans always look out to see what new you have. And what message do you have to your fans that misunderstood the whole situation?
I will begin with the fans that really misunderstood, to all the music lovers that also misunderstood the whole situation. You know, there's sometimes in life, you don't just have to judge. Okay? Don't judge. At least listen to the two side stories. You know, sometimes when you listen to the first story or a story from one person, there's a time that you will have to be in the guilt. You will feel sorry for abusing someone. And then at the end of the day, you realize that he didn't deserve your insults. You get. So to my fans and to whoever person that loves music, don't just jump into conclusion. See things first. Why this is happening and how it is happening. You get. And then from there, you'll have a clue to say something. You get. But I love you guys so much. Without you guys, I think I won't be here. I wouldn't be the Slatine I am or the Waco I am. So it's simply because of you guys. You guys love my music so much, and we shall always be in touch with whatever situation that I'm in. Yeah. So that's all I can say to them that misunderstood.
Do we wait for any music coming out soon?
We have a lot that is coming. The only thing I can say is you guys just have to be patient and watch the moves. Because music itself, it's not something which is simple. It's really very, it requires a lot of energy, a lot of hard work, you get. So there's a lot of music that is on the way. Mind you, I'm not just a musician also, I'm a producer. And with production, I've seen a lot of your concerns. You guys have been saying that we need our own original beats and all that. You know, I'm one of the producers that is dedicating myself to make sure that we as South Sudan, we are recognized differently through music. When we came up with this project, I believe some foreign countries are enjoying Dhengdu. Not because it is nice, but because it is original. There are so many nice songs outside there.
Right.
But because of the originality in Dhengdu, a Nigerian guy can even stand up and dance.
They did?
Yes. So everyone can stand up and dance because the song is original, everything is original. So I've dedicated myself to make sure that I try my best to come up with beats that are original from South Sudan. We have almost 64 tribes, and these 64 tribes dance different types of beats.
Yeah.
When you see the type of, the number of tribes we have in the country, 64, it means that our beats can even reach 80.
Okay.
Yes. Because it is not only one type of beat that a tribe has.
Yeah, right.
In a tribe, there are also other small gabillas, of which they also have their own different types of beats.
Right.
Yeah, so we have a lot of beats. I'll keep entering deep into our tradition so that I pluck out those few beats. Same thing to the producers that are outside there. Do the work. You never know you'll be the person that is gonna lift us up on this part. So let's all work and we try our best to lift our country up.
All right, it was a good chance having you. Thank you for taking time to be here today and for being one of the reasons why South Sudan's music is being showcased. And with that, to the viewer, thank you for being part of the deeper conversations tonight. And I hope that you received information and answers to the questions that you had. And this is what we aim at in the deeper conversations with Wilma. You might be wondering, we were supposed to discover more about his hair, his personality, what he likes, if he's in a relationship. This is going to be in a different episode.
Exactly.
Today we had very important information we needed to hear from him. And thank you for that.
You're
so
welcome.
Let's link up in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, social media handles. Let's catch up next time. Thank you for watching.